executive mums. Now, if you have watched my previous video about cervicogenic headaches, you would have an understanding of what these are and how they occur. However, let me just give you a brief introduction to cervicogenic headaches, and then let's talk about some easy tips to manage your cervicogenic headaches. So we have nerves exiting our cervical spine between every two vertebrae in the neck area. Now, when these nerves are get irritated or pinched in the upper to mid cervical spine, that is from your hairline to the middle of your neck here, these are the ones that supply the back and side of your head. And when they are irritated or pinched, they can lead to a headache known as cervicogenic or cervical headaches because they originate in the cervical spine. So before we get into the topic for today and I talk about the tips to address these cervicogenic headaches, let me just introduce myself for those of you who don't know me. My name is Swati. I'm an executive mom power coach. I help moms of younger kids who work in high stress executive jobs to manage their spinal, that is back and neck and nerve pain. I do this by giving you simple exercises, some easy lifestyle tips, modifications, and some tips and tricks that have helped me in my own pain journey. Now, I do all of this without taking away a big chunk of your time because, hey, we're moms, we're busy people, right? Okay, so let's get back into the topic for today, which is cervicogenic headache relief and easy tips for executive moms. Now, there are three essential components of managing a cervicogenic headache. First is you manage the headache itself. Second is you treat the basic cause. What exactly is the reason for your headache? And the third is you manage the posture you manage your posture, make sure that you're not in poor postures that are contributing to cervicogenic headaches. Now, I know posture sometimes appears at white noise, and there's a lot of talk going on about posture. I will elaborate on this point because it is quite important in managing your headaches. Now, the very first one is okay, before we get into that, why do we get cervicogenic headaches? It could be anything that causes neck pain or stiffness or discomfort, such as a disc bulge and that is a herniated disc, or arthritis or degeneration or stenosis or even neck sprains for that matter, right? So, or it could, of course, be trauma such as a whiplash injury or car accidents, etc. Now, when you treat the headache, it is very important to treat the basic cause of the headache. So if I suppose have a disc bulge or a herniated disc, because of which I'm getting my headache, I need to treat the disc. However, I need to manage my bulging disc so that the headache reduces, right? So treat the basic cause. Now, of course, this can be done by medication, physical therapy, chiropractic care, etc. And of course, there are many other things that you can do. Now, how do you manage the headache itself? So you've treated the cause in the neck, but how do you manage the headache? Of course, with pain relief medication, but how do you do that at home? You could try some hot packs or cold packs. Now, if you're looking for details of when to use a hot pack and when to use a cold pack, you can have a look at my YouTube channel. I've done a couple of videos there that talk about how cold pack helps with reducing the inflammation in the area, how hot pack helps with reducing the spasm or the tightness in your muscles. Now, both of these can happen in your neck, giving rise to that headache. But when to use which one, I mean, it'll be too much if I go into it in this video, but have a look at the YouTube videos that I've done those on the hot packs and cold packs and neck pain. If you can't find them, just go to YouTube, type my name, Swati Prakash, hot pack or cold pack, and these will come up for you. The other thing you can do is you can do a gentle neck massage. Of course, if it is contraindicated or not advised by your doctor because you have a certain condition, of course, avoid it. But you could do some pain relief using natural therapies such as acupressure. You could use things like essential oils. Like I use a lot of essential oils for headaches. There is, of course, I mean, there are lots and lots of companies out there that talk about essential oils, but please make sure that you use something that's not just off the shelf, but is high quality, because whatever you put on your skin and whatever it is, of course, going into your body, and that is the reason it's working really. But if you are looking for the ones that I am using and the ones that I use for pain relief in general and specifically for my headaches, I will leave a link in the description of this video to a blog which has the link, which has the details of these essential oils that I use, of course. And the next thing is your posture, and that is the big thing, because I have written that blog that I just mentioned, and that has more details about how to manage the headache. But I want to mainly address your posture in this video. Now, if we broadly divide your posture into your sleeping posture and your daytime posture, whether that is standing or sitting, let's talk quickly about sleeping posture. When you are sleeping, try not to sleep on your tummy, because when you sleep on your tummy, your head is turned to either side for that 6, 8, 10 hours, whatever number of hours you're sleeping at night. And that can cause a lot of strain around your neck. Of course, that can lead to muscle spasm or tightness, that can lead to irritation of the nerves, that can lead to headaches. Secondly, if you are sleeping on your side, you're a side sleeper, try and keep your neck in a neutral position. What I mean is the point of your chin here should be in line with your chest bone here. So if I am sleeping, say I'm sleeping on this side, this is the level of my mattress. When I sleep without a pillow or with a very thin pillow, say my pillow is only this thick, my head is going to tilt to one side. Again, it is not in a neutral position, not a good position for your neck. Your neck is not happy, so are the nerves. And of course, that can lead to headaches. Or you could end up putting your hand under your head in order to stabilize it into a neutral position of that chin to chest. That will also lead to a lot of complications like nerve pains around or stiffness around your shoulder blades and your shoulder, etc. So try and keep a pillow that the thickness of the pillow is from the point of your shoulder here to your earlobe. So for me, it is this thick. It can differ as per your body shape, and you will have to figure out which ones, which pillow suits you. Again, I have left the link to the pillow that I use and I recommend in that blog that I just mentioned. If you didn't catch that part, the blog will be in the description of this video. All right. And if you're on Instagram, the link will be in my bio. If you cannot find it there, just message me and I'll send it across. All right. Moving on to if you are a back sleeper, make sure that the pillow covers the gap between your upper back here and the back of your head. It's not as wide as when you're sleeping on the side, but this is a thinner pillow so that your head is not rolled back when you're sleeping, or if it's a very thick pillow, your head will be pushed forwards. And again, there's a lot of strain on the neck, and especially this position where your head is rolled backwards, there's a lot of closing of the cervical spine in the back part, like that is the posterior part of the cervical spine, and there's a lot of chances of your nerves being pinched, and again, that can give rise to headaches. Now, when you are sitting, especially if you're one of those who use a computer or a laptop, or you're looking at a screen, or you're driving for a long period of time, as moms, we do a lot of driving to and fro classes, school pickups, drop-offs, etc., or maybe just to work. And it is very common to see people who stare at the screen, and because of that, they are, if I show you sideways, this is a forward head posture, so they're sort of jutting their head out forward instead of keeping it in neutral. So if your earlobe is sitting in line with your shoulder, so if you look at me sideways, my earlobe is sitting in line with my shoulder, but if I poke my head out, my earlobe is, if I draw a line, it's falling in front of my shoulder. So do you see how I'm jutting my head forwards here? So that is another thing that you want to avoid. A very quick and effective exercise for that is look at a point in front of you. So I'll just use this pen for an example. So if you look at me sideways, if you draw a line from my eyes to the tip of this pen, this is a horizontal line. Make sure that the top of your screen or your book or your laptop or your phone is about 5 to 10 degrees below this horizontal line. So if you draw a horizontal line, the top of this pen here now is 5 to 10 degrees below my horizontal gaze. This is a position that puts your cervical spine in a neutral position. So this slight tilt or the chin nod that you're doing here, this exercise is known as a chin nod. So this will help to correct or realign your cervical spine in a correct or neutral position or a good posture. And that, of course, is going to help reduce the chances of getting a cervicogenic headache. Now, there are a lot of other points that I want to cover, but I will leave them all in the blog for you to see. And of course, in the blog, I will also leave a free guide which talks about, is the neck the cause of your headache? So it's an effective and useful tool to have. Have a